Yo, yo, yo. This is Jason Hsieh, the founder of Seller Fuel and Lucky Kid. And today I have a special guest with me, Annie. She is my sister and also my chief marketing officer that's working on the two businesses alongside with me. And today's discussion will talk everything about Instagram. Because for those of you that doesn't know, Annie is also an Instagram influencer with 106,000 followers right now with her own account, which we're going to go do a deep dive and talk about how exactly she does that. Of course, for anything related to Instagram, I'm not going to be a person. I'm pretty bad with Instagram. I don't really understand how it works. However, Annie is the expert in the e-commerce and influencer space. And so for today's we're going to share some tips and share some informations. For those of you, just for some case study, Annie was able to grow her Instagram page from 20,000 to 100,000 followers under 12 months. So for those of the e-commerce business owner that's watching the show either live or replay, please comment in the live stream and let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm tuning in today from Phoenix, Arizona. Annie, where are you calling in from?
From Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, so go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
So just like what Jason said, I'm Annie Hsieh, the CMO of Lucky Kid Seller Fuel, and I'm his sister. So also that's why I'm sitting here. Uh, I live in the suburb of Chicago, not in the city, but it's in the suburb. A little bit nicer, less crime rate, and I'm also a mom of a 4-year-old daughter.
Oh yeah, thank you for the introduction. We see one of the live viewers saying he or she is watching. I don't know whether that's a boy or girl based on the profile picture, but it's watching also from I think it's Wisconsin, WI Madison, Wisconsin. Thank you for letting us know. Can you also share with our audience what do you do exactly for Seller Fuel and Lucky Kid?
So as a CMO, I oversee marketing operation and planning. So it's just like a growth generator. If you think of that way, you create like innovative way to highlight your product and also increase our target audience and brand awareness. And last but not least, I work with our wonderful team member both here at Lucky and Sellerfield.
Yeah, and I think you have two direct report, right? So under Annie, we also have an in-house copywriter named Dorsey, and also have an in-house graphic designer. His name is Roland. Uh, that's part of Annie's teams. So
Speaking of Instagram, well, she's here. She's pretty much the influencer, not
yeah, so
me.
let's talk a little bit more. Actually, I will also share my screen here so people can actually. I want to show some proof on you. We actually know what the hell we're talking about because we have been there and done that. And okay, hold on, give me a second here. Okay, so this is the Instagram page that Annie manage. Oh, let me share that, and I'm going to hide my video. So Annie, maybe you can explain first. Maybe talk about why you even start this Instagram page a couple years ago, and what
Sure,
was
if you
the
want, you can
purpose.
click on the post tab
Okay,
instead of the real tab.
sure.
So, well, I started, well, honestly, before I'm not really into social media as well. Like I have Facebook, I'm usually inactive. I'm just there to maybe reply when friends call me on. And my Instagram account is actually my best friend tell me to set it up. She's the one who set it up for me so that I can like her posts. Back in
Oh,
the
really? Is
yes.
that how you started? I didn't know that. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and then afterward, I have my kid that you just see Ariel, and then I started posting just like every mom. It's like, oh, the baby photo is just like in your phone. You have your baby instead of you. So I was posting my kid's photo, and then the same best friend is like, why don't you start Instagram for your kids? I'm like, okay, and that's how it started. And she grew, and she also grew during the COVID time. So lockdown, school shut down, and all stuff. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just homeschool her. So I was posting our activity on Instagram, and that's how it started. And after now she's 4, so after a couple years, and then also a huge boost in this year, I was able to make it to 100K for followers.
Oh, how often do you post usually for your Instagram page?
So I am really not on top of it because this is it's kind of my hobby. If you're a business
Yeah,
owner, I'll suggest you be more consistent. And but then for me, I try to do a post every 2 or 3 days. But sometimes I'll just be in this deep slacker mode. Just like for winter break, I didn't post for 2 weeks. So, but
yeah, and you also do some sponsor posts for other product, right? For like other e-commerce brand that's in the arts and crafts space. For example, this one, this
yeah,
is like a
so
sponsor post.
this is a craft kit. Yeah, I do a couple sponsor posts. Just like I do like education insight, learning resources where they're more into educational space, and I also do like Crayola. It's the also a big in
What's
Crayola
Payola?
is the did I say it right? Crayola? They're the big pen, the marker. You know that
Oh, okay,
one?
okay, okay, okay.
They have a
Yeah, yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah, like
product, like
crayon. Okay, okay. They
glue
have a lot of
and
product.
yeah, did that
How
for
do
them.
they? Okay, I have a just out of my own curiosity. How does those big company, like big corporation, usually compensate you as the influencer?
They do couple hundred per post. It really depends what because I don't know they do the follower count or engagement count, but then they do couple hundred per post.
Couple hundred per post.
Yeah.
So from okay, let me take it back and ask you a question from the brand owner's perspective because a lot of people that's watching is also have an e-commerce brand. What is your suggestion for them to able to negotiate and work with influencer like yourself correctly?
Honestly, if you can click out of it, maybe it'll be too low. But then honestly, if you're a brand owner and then you're looking for influencer, I would suggest don't look for my account. I have 100K and my mindset is a slacker. I'm not a good influencer for you. You'll be that just be completely honest. If you're looking for influencer for your brand, looking for micro influencer where their followers under 5K, really small, and they really care about their posts. They really care about engaging their audience, and that's the one you're looking for. And many of them, I would say, they don't even look for compensation for money wise. They just want free
Mm.
product and to promote their while they promote your product, they also have a kind of a way saying how popular they are because they are having some
Mhm.
sponsor posts. They also have the boost of their ego sort of, so they can do it
Yeah,
for
and
free.
yeah, and just a shameless plug here. If you are in the kids and baby space, we can do it for you. We have 160 micro influencer in our ambassador program. If those of you that's watching us live or replay that have a kids or baby brand, send me a PM. I would love to help you out with your influencer campaign. So you don't even need to find them. We already have all the influencers. That's exactly what Annie just described. Micro influencer, less than 5,000 followers that will create pictures and video for your brand. So yeah, so I just want to put a shameless plug really quick.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's also what we do for our own brand, Lucky Kid. We also find influencer to promote our own product. And that's how we do it as
100%.
well. Yeah.
100%. And for those of you that's curious, you feel free to check out our ambassador program. We are actually launching another version tomorrow. Actually, not tomorrow. Sorry, today. I want to talk about today at
Oh
4
yeah.
p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're making an announcement for our new Lucky Kid ambassador program later today. This is we haven't updated web page. Maybe we should. Any we
Yeah,
forgot to
we should.
update it. So anyway, but the premise is the same. So you get free product as an ambassador. You get discount code. You get a whole bunch of opportunity to be the first one to know when we have a new product. Of course, there's requirement. You can easily just look at our program and just create something similar for your own brand. This is really, really powerful for social media marketing and also for digital advertising because UGC or user generated content is really the golden standard in digital marketing. And this is the most easy and most cost effective way for you to get user generated content from real buyers and real customer because most micro influencer they are also actual consumer of the product in that niche. That's why they create that micro Instagram following to begin with because they have some kind of personal connection just like any that have uh kids that want to just create Instagram profile with their kids. I mean, at least in my space, in our space, which is in kids and babies, is really really common. Most of the influencer most of micro influencer that we deal with are either moms or teachers. So that's like the most common. And I have one more question for you. You mentioned like maybe some of the brand will pay you a couple hundred per post. Like when do you realize that Instagram can be profitable for you?
I think started making more money when I have maybe I have above 10K followers
Oh,
when
I see. Okay.
yeah, when they really do pay the money. And just speaking from an influencer and the brand side, because I'm in both. So actually, before I actually are in a couple like different Instagram program where it's kind of like our
Oh,
service, like ambassador. But I'll say the difference
yeah.
is when they structure it differently, you'll get different quality of content. Just like some
I
brand
see.
can just reach out to you, give you free product, and just like, oh, you go, whatever. But there's other brands gonna like kind of teach you and like so your content will match their brand standard. So
Hmm.
there is also like the difference.
I see. I see. Which one do you prefer as an influencer?
I prefer. Hmm,
More structure or less structure?
it depends on the product, actually.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Yeah, it really
I
depends on
see.
product. Just like some product, they'll be asking for um lifestyle photo, especially like different. They don't want certain kind of background, those kind of standardized stuff. But then some would just be really linear. For me, I like to actually I did a lot of product, and I like to turn their product into like a craft, arts and craft stuff.
Oh,
So
that's a very creative way of
yeah,
showcasing your product. So that's
I
kind of
think that
unique.
matched
Yeah.
my audience more. It's not just like,
Yeah.
oh, here's a product, whatever. But then my audience are into arts and crafts, so I like to
Yeah.
turn their product into arts and crafts stuff. Whatever it is, I turn them into arts and crafts. So,
I see. I see. What is your okay? So for those of people that's watching that just want to hire you, what is your current rate? 500 propose, 1,000 propose now because you have 100,000 followers. How much do you usually charge propose nowadays?
well, honestly, I will charge, but depend on the product, because
If you want a
my
product, okay, got
audience
it, got
is
it.
my
Got it.
kid, and it wouldn't work
Yeah.
if I just stand there and talk. It will work with when my
Yeah.
kid is the one. So I usually charge 500 per
Sure.
post, and if it's a
Okay.
product that my kids and I both like, I can do it for 500 per
Okay.
post.
I see. I see. I see.
And I like to do real, so but I can also provide like images. It's really easy for
For
influencers
those
to do
of
that.
like Instagram newbies that doesn't even understand what the hell real is, can you explain a little bit on what real is?
So Reel is just a short 30-second video, 15 to 30 second. But I know I think Instagram currently increased the time on that, so you can have longer reel. But honestly, it's shorter the better. So because people, it will have a more high chance that people complete the whole video, and then more likely for Instagram to promote that video to other new audience.
And I think this is a good segue to my next question. You grew your audience from 20K to 100K less than a year. I think last time when you shared that experience with me, you do most of that through Reel, correct?
Yeah, so if you go back to the tab, so actually
Yeah.
that's one of the feature in Instagram too. Go to photo, because I don't use
Oh,
Instagram on desktop, and I think most people use it on the phone anyway. But then when you're
yeah.
on the phone, you can pin your post, and then if you can see the top post is my top three most popular one. Just like the sheep
Whoa.
one got, yeah, if you click on it, I think it will show the
This
stats.
one 91,000 engagement. That's crazy.
Yeah, that one get
91,000.
3 million view. That's
Woo!
also why it went up
Holy
so well.
moly.
Just
That's
like
crazy. That's a lot of you. Yeah.
that's a lot of view, a lot of content, a lot of comment, and a lot of save and share. So over here, you
Oh.
won't be able to see how many people share or save it, but if I give it the
In
stats, I
the
think
in the inside in your app you can see it, right? Yeah.
yeah, in my app I can
Yeah.
see it
In your
and I
app you
can
can see
just
it.
pull it
Yeah.
up. I think that
Oh.
one
So all
got
the best performing posts, it was Rio. Is that what you're saying? All the best
yes,
performing one.
yes.
Okay. This one I see 153,000 engagement. Oh my god,
And
how many views was this one?
that's only like let me see. That one is 3 million view as well. And that one have
Woo.
57,000 save. So
Oh
people
my god,
save it and
the
40,000 share. So that's why it went
oh.
up to 3 million. Because
Okay, for those brand owners out there, how much impact do you think you can make with your product and brand when when you have 3 million view on one of your Instagram reel posts? Is incredible. You couldn't get in front of 3 million people in Amazon. Or I mean, you can run Amazon ads for like a year. It's still good. It's going to be hard to reach up 3 million people. Annie, with her Instagram account, how fast were you able to reach 3 million view with this post?
actually for this one, when's the post day of this one? It's like
It
an
says
increment.
May. Oh, it's increment. Total view is 3 million, but I guess I'll assume majority of the view must be coming from like the first couple of days. Do you think that's accurate?
Actually, no, it's very interesting. When you look
Oh
at
no.
Instagram, um,
Okay.
you can kind of tell if it's gonna go viral or not in the first few days, but you couldn't
Oh
tell how
really?
viral it is gonna to be after a month or a
Oh.
second month.
Huh. Why is
So
that? That's
yes,
interesting.
it's very interesting because when I look at the stats, I'm like, oh, it's growing. Oh wow, it's growing. So yeah,
Oh, crazy.
so if
Okay.
you look at the curve, and then all of a sudden you have this spike, and then the spike will
Mm.
fall, and then oh.
Oh, I see. I see. So, for those of you that's watching, please also feel free to ask questions while we're doing live here. We have a question: how can you grow Instagram with photo and no reel slash video? Suggestions? Any?
So there's a really tricky part because why we talk about Reel so much is because Instagram is putting money into Reel. For influencer like me, they're paying me for Reel for posting
How much?
Reel
How
video.
much are they pay? How much is Instagram paying you for the reel right now?
I think they have a cap of $1,000, but it's a crazy amount of, and they do this thing like I think the first like 10,000 view for the video, you'll get a certain amount. But once it
Whoa.
gets so much, it's gonna slowly decrease the amount.
Pretty much because I think it's because they understand how like crazy TikTok is getting all the attention right now. So Reel is really Instagram's attempt to kind of copy TikTok. That's
Yeah,
why I
I
think they
agree.
invest so much, and you get so much. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you also get so much more free organic reach when you do Reel. So you better do Reel or don't do Instagram. If you are too afraid to do video as a business owner, bad for you. Don't do Instagram. Figure out a
And
way to do video. So,
honestly, if you only have photo, because I see a question over here, if you only have photo and you don't have real video, actually Reel have this thing called template. You can put your photo and then they can merge into like a video, like a quick slideshow. And
oh yeah, okay, okay. But how well does those engage? So I couldn't imagine like a slideshow video go viral like compared to the one you we are showing the audience right now. This is just more like the experience is just more. It's just better. Yeah.
that's true, but also when I'm swiping on Instagram, when there's a kind of like a slideshow one, that's why I say use the template. Their template go with the beat of the music, just like TikTok video. There,
Oh, okay,
some
okay,
of it's
okay,
just like
okay.
no brainer, like what are they doing? But once they go with the beat of the music and you put some caption in it, and well, people just fall for it.
So, out of the three posts that went viral for you, what do you think is the commonality out of the posts that usually tend to go viral? Is there any scenes or any special thing you show that may kind of help the video to go viral? Can you share more tip with our audience today on that?
So I think the first one is definitely shareability, content that people can share and people is likely to save. Just
Mm,
like,
okay.
and then another one is, I think it's the, mm, I think
Yeah.
it's the content that match the audience.
I see. Oh, I we just got a post from our Lucky Kid ambassador Angela. You want to read let me read the comment. Angela is saying that this is so much great information. I'm new to the TikTok social media world. I haven't had an Instagram. This is awesome to know. Thank you for all this information. You're welcome, Angela, and thank you for being one of our most awesome ambassador in the entire program. You really rock, and thank you for attending all of our live streams. And we are also planning to provide more training to the ambassador in the upcoming future as we are launching the 3.0 Lucky Kid Ambassador Program. We'll be providing you more information so you can also grow your Instagram just like Annie did with her Instagram. Now, like, I think you can also create a really decent income for you and your family when you have 100,000 followers, obviously, because you have a lot of brand that's going to reaching out to you, and of course we will also pay you too. Lucky Kid was a new ambassador program which we'll announce later today, Angela. We'll pay you for all the posts going forward, which that's a different conversation, different live stream, but you'll get to know all that. But thank you again, Angela, for posting that questions. Back to you, Annie. My next question is, from your perspective as the CMO and the influencer, can brand really benefit from influencer marketing?
Yes, I strongly believe so. That's why we're doing a lot of for UGC, which is user generated content, because a lot of time buyer don't want to be told, right? When you tell them like buy something, they'll be like, kind of hesitated. But if it's your friend, which is showing how cool this thing is, you're more likely to buy. It's just a different perspective, and that's how influencer marketing really grow too, because people are putting themselves as your friend, as like someone that you know or you look up to, or some content
Yeah,
that can just
I think I'm also trying to build a new Instagram page for my own personal brand, which is just Jason Hsieh at Seller Fuel. I am like a newbie when it comes to social media, as you already know. I'm pretty bad at it, so I'm just going to ask you a selfish questions. How can I create reel? Like, what's the most effective way of creating the reel that I'm showing the audience right now? What is like it sounds like this video I'm showing right now look like you did a lot of work into it. How long does it you take to create like a real video like this that's like high quality and look really nice with transition and everything or fancy and all that? So
honestly, for me, because it's arts and craft, I spend more time actually creating this craft than editing the video. You know how
okay.
much time I spent cutting out this unicorn random cardboard and coloring all the thing? The video itself, editing, only take me 10-15 minutes.
Really? How
Yes.
about filming the video?
Again, filming is when she actually do the activity. So
Oh, do
it
you have an
depends.
app that you can recommend to me and the viewer on the one you use for editing? Because I love your transition. It's very engaging, and people is really like really engaging with your post. Any suggestion on that for
Honestly,
editing?
if you look at it, there's no transition in the video. I tried the transition before, like the fancy one, but then how
Well, I see
people
transition. See, she was doing
that's the
SE
only
the
one.
transition.
That's the only zoom
Oh,
in. But then if you see
whoa.
all the cut in the video, they are straight cut. There's no transition in it, because nowadays
Oh,
on
so you just
TikTok,
take different cut and you kind of combine it into one.
yes,
Okay.
because
Okay. Uh-huh.
a lot of the shot is so fast paced, like 3 second, four
Yeah.
second. If you add a transition, it's gonna eat up 1 or 2 second
True.
in it.
So I think going back to the lens recommendation, you're recommending under 30 second. Is that the recommendation?
Yes,
30 second? Okay,
shorter
okay,
the
okay.
better if you're just looking for it. Mhm.
How many per like short clip? Because this is like 4 or 5 clip in one video. What is your suggestion here? Like maybe 5 clip and combining into 1 30 second or any best practice here?
I like a different angle, and especially for nowadays, people are very used to speeding up. So you thought this is slow, but actually, I think that's 3 times the speed she's doing it.
Oh, really? Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
see.
it's like speeding up. So really depend how you want to speed up your video,
Oh, you can also
right?
speed it up, then combine it. Oh, that's super smart.
Yes.
Okay, okay,
speed
got
it
it,
up.
got it, got it. And do you have an app that you'll recommend everyone to use since you are doing the editing on your phone and just post it on Instagram? Any recommended app?
I think the app I'm using currently is called Vivo or something, but Instagram because I did it way before, but right now Instagram's its own editor. You can do all the editing over there as well.
Oh, okay, okay. I need to play around with it. So for my new Instagram that I'm working on, which is entrepreneur, any suggestion for a type of real video I should create?
Um, Content wise, I'll let you think about it yourself. But for the editing piece, definitely add sub text to it because when people see text,
Oh,
they more tend to stay and kind of read the text. It's gonna
I
increase
see.
the rate that people gonna stay at it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then if
yeah.
you can take different angle, that's a little
Oh,
change in angle, or just a zoom in into you and zoom out into you, and then that
I
will
see.
kind of bring people's attention.
Yeah, and we got another comment from Angela saying that this is amazing. The crab looks so fun in the video. Yeah, the you make it look so fun, even so like you might not be as fun as he look, but it does look really fun. So yeah. Okay, so let me go to my next. Any other thing you want to add before I go to my next questions?
Oh, sorry. And also, for a brand perspective, right now Instagram have this thing called what's it called? I think it's called collaborator. So you can add the
Oh,
collaborator with your influencer, and when they
okay.
promote, it's gonna show your name right on top, and then it's gonna share the view, and everything in the same post.
Oh.
So that's gonna turbocharge for any influencer marketing. Ask your
Oh.
influencer to do the collaborator.
Oh, I see. I see. That's interesting. So how does it work? So can you explain? I didn't fully understand it. So you need to do what
So
exactly?
it's this thing called collaborator. So I'm the influencer, right? And
Yeah.
then what I'll do the post, and
Mhm.
there is a little tab, and then when you post your video, it's like tag the
You have one that
collaborator.
you done recently that I can look up with a collaborator feature in your Instagram page.
I don't remember, but then it's just gonna show the name. Probably go
Oh,
to if you go down. There's a lingo ace. Go down, go down, go down, go down,
okay.
go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Uh, Go down a little bit more. Stop. You see Dylan, my husband, and Ariel.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Click on it. It's a show. See,
Yeah.
simply Ariel baby and Lingo Ace. So it's gonna say straight right
Oh.
there. And then if you click on Lingo
Oh.
Ace, if you click on them, this is a Chinese learning app. And then if you go to their reel, it's gonna show my video as well. It's just like tagging them. It's another way of tagging them.
Oh, but this is better than the regular tag.
You should tag them, and then you should. So this thing will appear in their reel. If you click on the reel tab that they have before,
Oh, isn't this Jeremy Lin?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, it is Jeremy Lin. Oh,
this
oh, they have a
Germany.
lot of money to spend on the influencer.
It's an international business, so
I see, I see.
if you tap
And
at the reel part,
where do I see your post on their Instagram page?
so tap at reel.
Real, okay.
If you go down, you'll see
But their
someone.
engagement sucks. Sorry for my language, but their engagement for their Instagram page kind of sucks, to be honest.
Yeah, so that's why you have the influencer program because my engagement gonna pass to them.
Yeah, oh, I see, I see. So
Yeah.
where is it going to show up on their
Oh, I
page?
did this so long ago. You have to scroll all the way down, pretty much.
Oh, okay, okay. It's just gonna like kind of auto cross post as well.
Yes, yes, it's a cross posting.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, I couldn't. Yeah, maybe
Oh,
it's way.
there you
Oh, right
go.
here, right here. Oh man. Oh, and the engagement gonna show on their page as well. Is this the engagement you got from your page or from their page, or
From
does
my
it
page,
combine?
from
Does
my
it
page
combine?
and their page. I think it will. Well, after I think after they approve the brand approve this content, it's gonna be their post as well, and then they combine both.
Oh, I see, I see. Well, but their Instagram doesn't have nearly as much followers as yours, so there's probably not a lot of additional engagement. Okay.
So this
Oh,
speaking from
actually,
a brand
I'm looking.
standpoint.
Sorry for the segue. I'm looking for teaching my kids Chinese as well. Are you using
Okay.
them?
I have their free course. So,
Oh, okay. Send me their free course, please.
oh, okay.
I'll love for Keanu, my son, to test it out.
Okay, yeah,
So
sure.
yeah. Oh, very
You can
interesting.
sign up
Are
for
they
it.
teaching Chinese, simple Chinese, simplified Chinese, or traditional Chinese?
Fully simplified.
Ah, school them, damn it! I don't want to. I don't want my kids to. School them. Why do they teach simplified Chinese?
It's fine. It's
Ah.
fine. Don't get too
Okay, sorry.
obsessed with it.
Okay, sorry. Sidetrack. Sorry for the seller view of people. Okay. Anyway, let me get back to your Instagram account. Okay. So my next question is, for the e-commerce business owner, would they also benefit from having their own social media following? I think the answer is pretty obvious, but I would like to take your input on it.
Yeah, speaking for Lucky Kid, our own brand, you need to have your own social media account because nowadays people look at it as a basic, right? Just like you will go into Google and search for their company, you'll go into Instagram and Facebook to search for their company. It's kind of like what people do nowadays, especially for younger generation. And with your own social media account, you can do a lot of stuff, just like sales campaign. You want to throw your sales to your audience. You do product launch. We have our own launch plan, which is like a 2 week launch plan whenever we have it. And once you have their
Yeah.
own social media followers, you can do product survey. You can survey your own audience, ask about what's your opinion of new product or any suggestion for improvement on the old product.
Yeah, so I would hate to put you on the spot, but can you do a live audit for Lucky K Instagram? Like, how can we improve? Because we made, okay, look at 383 posts, but only 1,000 followers. You have 632 posts, but 100,000 followers. What did we did wrong for our brand?
Or even a suggestion for ourselves is we didn't do enough real video, right?
Oh,
If you just
true,
look at the
true.
other content.
Yeah, we don't have enough Rio. That's one of the, yeah,
And our reel
definitely.
is not the real reel. If you look at it, our reel is more like
Hmm.
slideshow.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. Any other audit?
And definitely for our
Oh man,
own,
this is low.
yeah, I know, it's super old. And we're not, are we
Yeah.
consistent in posting?
Posting yes, real no.
Yeah, need to be more consistent in posting.
I see. How about the content itself? For okay, Rio is a whole different animal, but can we just talk about the basic and foundation for Instagram, which is the photos? How can we make our photo better for our Instagram that could be more engaging and could maybe get more followers?
I think we're a little bit lacking our brand consistency at some point. Because
Hmm.
if you scroll
Yeah.
down a little bit, sometimes you get lost what we're selling, and we always fall into this same pitfall that we kind of get lost in our own brand messaging, right? Because we have a lot of make, but
Yeah.
what are we doing? Are we just doing awareness, or are we selling product, or
Yeah. That's true. Thank you for the brutal, honest feedback. Maybe that's something we need to know. Let Jamie, our social media manager, know as well. Jamie, if you're watching, you have a new project, by the way. So anyway, so besides, I definitely understand the consistency and all that, but one more thing is for the previous post. For example, this is like a seasonal post. Will you just as a brand owner, will you suggest the brand just to archive those posts since those is not really applicable anymore? Or I mean, what is the best practice for like seasonal posts, like Christmas posts or whatever the seasonal post that it was?
if it's seasonal and lack of engagement, we might as well archive it.
Okay, got it. So we need to do that too. Okay, got it. So definitely archiving and also create more posts or both images and reel that's more on brand. And can we also teach the people that's watching like that just is just as bad as me in Instagram, like all the other bill and whistle that Instagram provide besides post and reel. I see there's also save and tag. Can we also kind of talk about? Actually, yours look a little bit different than mine. Oh, so yours have post, reel, and guys. I don't have guys. I have save. What's the difference?
Definitely something that so if you click on guide is just like a mini block. If you click on my guide, I think we just didn't set
Oh,
up that function.
I see a post on Angela saying, Jamie, time to get to work, girl. Just playing your best. Yeah, Jamie, no pressure. Anyway, so go back to what you're saying, Annie.
If you click on the guide, click on my guide.
Got it.
I think we
Oh,
probably
okay.
just didn't set up for our own Instagram account. So you can do like a, it's just like a blog post, and then you can put them into different category. Just like I put alphabet in the
Oh.
category.
Oh, so it is kind of like save, but you need to create creation, I
Save
guess.
is save. I think it's because you log into our login account, so you can see the save. Save is a personal stuff.
Oh, so how do I enable guide function then?
Guide is another one. I think we have to set it up in our settings, and
Oh,
then
in
you
the
can
back
pull
back
into
end.
posts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, I see. Or you can turn the post into guides. Is that how it works?
No,
No?
that's not how it works.
No.
It's another
Oh,
different
that's not
function.
how it works.
Yeah.
It's a totally different function. So
Yeah.
in order to create guides, you need to create brand new posts and
No, no, no,
categorize
no,
it as guide.
no, 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 no.
I'm confused.
So I don't have my phone, but in the phone, when you create guide, you can pull in your old post or other people's post and put it into that guide. And I think the guide limit is 20 per guide or something. I think there is a limit, but then you can put different stuff in
Oh.
it, and you can put your old stuff in it.
Interesting. So for Lucky Kid, should we create guide based on like for example, one of our two core audiences, parents and teacher. So can we do some like parenting tips as
Yeah,
a guide then? Okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
Got it, got it, got it. Now I understand. And how can we also talk the viewer what does tag mean here in Instagram?
Tag is when other people tag you, so you can't really control it. It's when
Oh,
other
okay,
people
okay.
post their stuff and tag you. A lot of it, also why my stuff get viral is because other arts and craft um account just like, and they will share your stuff.
Also, this tag is actually your content. So does that mean they repost and retag you?
Yes, they repost.
I
Yes,
see.
a
Okay,
lot
they
of
repost
reposts.
and retag you.
See,
I
the
see.
owner of this is Graphic Kid, so
Crapping kid.
it's not my post. It's other people
Oh
post.
yeah, 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 but their Instagram is nowhere near your size, only 600 followers. So okay, got it, got it. So that's the tag function. Can we also talk about the high? I think it's called highlight. Is that how even Instagram call it? Those thing on top here.
Yeah, I'm really slacking off on all the highlight, but then highlights pretty much you can save and categorize all your stories because people know stories will only appear for 24 seconds and then it'll disappear. So the
Yeah.
way to save and to categorize them is to put them into stories highlight.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can use like all really old posts, but you can
I
put a
see.
bunch of it into it.
I see. I see. Yeah, well, you mind doing some one-on-one coaching with our current social media coordinator, Marianne, because I think our Instagram work is really lacking compared to yours. So yeah,
Honestly, we focus on all of our energy on Facebook. So,
true,
right?
but I feel like Instagram there's also a lot of low hanging fruit we can work on too. And when I go live, I'm also trying to go live on Instagram more often because usually when I go live, I just get lazy. I only go live on Facebook because Instagram, in order to go live, I need to pull out my phone, set up my tripod, and do it separately out of everything else. Whereas Facebook, I go live, I go on Facebook, YouTube, Amazon, LinkedIn, all at the same time using one software. So LinkedIn is, I mean, Instagram is kind of like a different workflow. So that's why I'm kind of neglecting it a little bit. But I definitely want to do more this year for Instagram for both of my account, both for Lucky Kid and for Seller Fuel. So,
Yeah, and I think right now Instagram Live you can also sell product in it. It's like live shop, just like
oh really?
Amazon.
Okay,
I
okay.
think they
I
have
have to
that
test
function.
that. Have you tested that yet with your account and just do some
For
live
me, it
shopping?
didn't make sense. I tried to do
So
live, but then
when you
Ariel
do
didn't.
live shopping, does Instagram pay you commission like Amazon does? Because I know for Amazon Live, Amazon pay you commission when people buy. How does Instagram Live work?
Honestly, I haven't tried it yet for my
I
own
see.
sake, but I was
Okay,
reading it
okay.
the other day.
Well, let's try it with one of the new client, by the way, that we are onboarding. That's also in the craft space.
That's true. I could probably
Yeah.
do a sponsor post for them.
I see, I see. Okay, thank you, thank you. So for the okay, going sorry for the sidetrack. So going back to the highlights, how many highlights do you suggest the brand owners set up for their Instagram account? I noticed you have so many. Is it a best
Yeah,
practice number here for highlight?
I don't think so. I think people will just see the first three and then just ditch.
Oh, so this is actually too much. You wouldn't suggest this many? Maybe you have five, maybe three, four, five, maybe.
For an influencer standpoint, I sometimes will see engagement out of the highlight, but not a lot. So people are kind of just like scroll through.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
I guess you, as long as you have something, is fine.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, let's talk about the next couple of feature here. That for those of you that's Instagram newbie like myself, can we talk about what's the difference between followers and following as well?
So followers are people who follow you. Followings is people who I follow.
So I noticed you are following 2,000 people. Is it intentional so you can get more engagement by following them as well, or what is the strategy behind that?
So I would say back in the old good day when I'm very into it, I follow people which is in my space, and then right before
Oh,
and right after I post, I will engage with them. So I'll go there and
oh,
comment in their post, and then I'll see what they're commenting on. That's
oh.
because if you
I
look at it, Instagram's a social media. People like
Yeah,
back and forth engagement. It's not just like you post, and you post.
I
You have
see.
to interact with other people as well.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and Instagram also auto give you suggestion on the page to follow. I guess that's why
Yeah,
there's
they
a
do
follow button here.
because they are the
Uh,
people who I follow. This is my
uh, uh,
following.
and hashtag you can also follow specific hashtags on
Yes,
Instagram.
yes.
Okay, and how do you use that feature? You just look at as for content inspiration or content idea. Is that how you use that feature?
So hashtag it will depend on what space you're into, but since I'm in the arts and craft space, a lot of a lot of arts and craft mom use hashtag, and then they have this thing called
Oh.
monthly challenge or weekly challenge. So
How
they
does
have
that work? Can you explain a little bit more? How does that work?
so how it worked didn't work for all the industry, but then at least for people in my audience. So every month just like I have another Instagram account, but I'm not gonna go into that. But then every month, like they have a topic, and then they'll do the
Mm.
post. It's like, oh, this one topic is Christmas, and then they'll invite other people to use the hashtag, and a lot of different accounts gonna use the same hashtag, and then at the end, they will kind of promote it.
Huh. So it's like a special seasonal or campaign specific hashtag that they created that everyone use only for this campaign.
Yeah, just like go to this account I follow called Play Challenge. If you type
Play,
it in,
type in Instagram. Okay.
if you can
Uh,
search this one or
play challenge.
challenge, yeah,
This
yeah,
one.
like this first one, and this one
Okay.
it's gonna put in all the play challenge that all the other people are doing, and then you can use all this hashtag.
What the hell? Wait, how does it work? I'm confused. So hashtag. Which hashtag am I looking at?
So if you get out of
Okay.
this, just like play challenge for December left.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this account, and then you do the other next photo.
Next photo. Okay.
So all this grid are different posts of different accounts that they do play challenge with.
Okay.
And then for a mom like me who like arts and craft, I will use this hashtag for my own posts if my topic is the same that they promote. It's called
But
play
which one? I
challenge.
see so many hashtags. Which one are you using? It's like 20 or something.
Yeah, because each one of it is different account.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you
I
go
see.
to
Getting it.
let's see,
I'm still a little bit confused. Sorry for my newbiness.
it does again. This does not apply to everyone. It's only in my niche
No.
space that people play this.
I see, I see, I
Yeah.
see, I see. It's a very unique way of using Instagram, I guess.
Yes.
So they will come up with different challenge idea and come up with specific hashtag that people can use when they want to participate in the challenge, kind of, right?
Yes.
So okay, got it, got it, got it. Okay, so as well, almost wrapping up in today's meeting. I mean today's live stream. What advice do you have for brand wanting to start building their audience on social media, especially Instagram?
So the first one I'll say is really the audience and the engagement piece. Especially everyone started off with no followers, like zero to none, maybe just a few hundred. And how to get engagement is you pretty much have to reach out. So you have to do more work when you're in the initial page.
But I saw there's also software that can do auto engagement for you. Will you use those? Or
I
no?
personally don't use those, but if you
Okay,
want to use it, I would not suggest it
I
because
see. Okay.
their engagement is pretty much go to their post and give them just like good job, I like your post, like really generic one that nobody
Yeah,
really
yeah,
care
yeah.
anyway.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. And there's one more element inside Instagram that I forgot to mention. You can also include a link in your Instagram profile. Actually, that's the only place you can put a link in Instagram. All the other place you couldn't put a link because Instagram doesn't allow you. The only second place you can put a link, correct me if I'm wrong, Annie, is when you have more than 10,000 followers and do a video, and you can have a link, like a swipe up feature to have a link. Did I get it right?
I think they don't do the swipe up anymore. You can just put a link on in your stories.
Okay, so you can only include link in your profile and your story. Any other place where you can include a link to your website or your product?
I believe maybe the Vue is having the function for the link or something else. But I think they're testing that. I don't know if they really launched it yet, but I see it the other day. So you can technically put link, but people can't click on it. So when we talk about link, we're
Oh,
talking about clickable link.
clickable link. Okay, okay.
Yes,
So clickable link is in profile and
stories.
stories is clickable. Okay, so that's the only placement. And what is the best practice for the link? I noticed you
So
have a special link tree here.
my link tree is pretty much um the code for my partner, and then to Amazon and to my other channel, which is like really nothing.
I
So, but
see.
if you're a brand, just like our own link tree, you can put a
Uh,
lot into it.
So and well, let me also show the people that's watching our own brand. We use a different what is the software we use again?
You show
Shorby.
Shorby.
Shorby. Yeah, it's a software we use that they create kind of mobile friendly mini website for Instagram, TikTok and stuff. And you can kind of change it, make it kind of move. It become like kind of long because people is so used to scrolling on like mobile devices. We also find it pretty helpful as well. So and with this software, you can know how many impression you can see. The software will tell you impression and click too. So once people land on this page from your Instagram profile, the software you can log into your portal and know exactly how many people visited this page, how many click on this first thing, call to actions, and how many click on the rest as well. And yeah, so any other things I missed about including link on Instagram account?
Nope, pretty straightforward.
And one more tip for the Amazon seller: when you include link to your Amazon store, make sure you use the Amazon brand referral link. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go Google it. It's called Amazon brand referral link, so you can get additional commission
And
from
you can
Amazon.
track it.
Yeah, and that's the only way you can kind of track it with Amazon attribution as well. So, okay, any other advice that you have for brand that are wanting to start building their audience on Instagram? Where should they start? Should they just start making 30-second videos then, or just taking some random picture, or any other suggestions?
I think for Instagram, Reel is the way to go. Just
It's
like
a
how
real.
TikTok get viral, people like video nowadays more.
I see, I see. Okay, we got another comment from Angela saying, Annie, thank you for your time. You're awesome. This is so informative. I've learned so much. I love to learn more about being an influencer. My kid loving to do, sorry, the post is so long. I lost it. Hold on. My kids love to do this type of videos and picture already. I inspire to learn and grow within your world, Annie. So, yeah, you got a mini fan, Annie.
Yay!
Yeah, so Angela will definitely share more information because at the end of the day, we want to empower every single ambassador that's in our ambassador program to grow as well. And hopefully, you will also have your own Instagram account with 100,000 followers in a year, like Annie did. Annie, how long does it take you from zero to because we are talking from 20K to 100K take you less than a year. How about from 0 to 20? How long does that take you?
I started off when there was one, so now she's four. Technically, it's 3 years, right? But
Oh,
in
3 years.
the initial stage, I don't do real as well. I just do post. I just do photos.
Oh, you just do photos. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. I see. Yeah, but yeah, maybe we should do more training for our ambassador group members going forward as well on Instagram, social media. How do you really monetize your social media presence from the influencer perspective? Because we are really trying to train our ambassador to become like influencer like yourself, Annie, that have maybe 100,000 followers that over maybe next couple of years. So Angela will definitely share more information, and please also give us more feedback on how can we make the training better for the ambassador program. As you know, Jamie and the rest of the team has been working really hard on the new ambassador program 3.0, which is going to be announced later today at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Will be officially announcing the new program. So please stay tuned to that announcement later today, and you will learn all about the new program, and we'll also provide more training that can help you grow as an influencer alongside with us, because our company is also growing really fast, both for Lucky Kid and Seller Fuel. I think 2023 is going to be our best year for the both businesses, and we really want to give back to all the ambassador that has been helping us throughout the year by also helping the ambassador to grow and also compensate the ambassador accordingly as well. So thank you again, Angela, for sticking with today's training, even though this training is not designed for ambassador, it's designed for the brand owner. But really appreciate your participation and your comment, and thank you so much. And please let us know how any other different way that we can help you and empower you as one of our ambassador. We'll love to help you out, because at the end of the day, we have only one mission here. Going back to Lucky Kid, our core mission is to empower, support, and educate kids with learning disabilities so they can live a life full of possibilities. How do we do that? We do that through our product, services, and communities, and through awesome ambassadors like yourself. So we can really help spread the word about our product, our services to the world, because we are a small family business. We don't have like millions of dollars to spend on that. And ambassadors and people like yourself that's really passionate and believe in our brand is really how you help us and help our family business. As you see, Annie, my sister, is working in the same business to really help us grow. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you soon in the next episode of Seller Fuel Live. Thank you so much. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.